Hi, my name is Justin Bashal. I'm a design director at Gensler. I've been with the firm for 11 years, and I'm responsible for the design of the exterior of the building.
I'm Fiba Thomas. I'm the project manager on the project. I'm a design manager here at Gensler. So thrilled to be working with Metrocrest on this project.
So I think very early on in our studies with Metrocrest on what the building could potentially even look like, involved a variety of different forms and volumes and things like that. Ultimately, we landed on this shape of a house, just as a symbolic gesture to home. We wanted this space to be a home away from home, or an extension of everyone's home, and so that shape of a gable roof really connects people to a whole host of symbols in their head about what that means. And so we wanted to make sure that that was represented on the Josie side of the building. So we wanted this building to have a very distinct identity. We had explored several different color options, multiple color varieties, and ultimately we landed at this sort of green tone that you see on the building that's getting built. That speaks to sort of freshness and food. It also creates just a very unique sort of building expression to give this building its own special identity, compared to a lot of the buildings around that area. Our goal was to really create this very bright building as well. So we have a lot of bright white tones, as well as the wood, which is warm and inviting. And then you just add that green in there, and it really makes it punch and create this really special experience for the user.
Yeah, throughout our interactions with Metrocrest, the pronounced factor that they placed emphasis on was their clients, their staff, the volunteers. So these were the three main communities that they expected would be using the building. And so the design of the building, the way we treated every aspect of the building was always emphasized by that purpose statement. The central portion of the interiors of the building, one of the key components and one of the key features would be the large monumental stair. This is really important for them, both for the wellness of their team, since it's a two-story building and there would be constant movement between the floors, but also as a component that shows movement into the space, that actually draws you into the space. And there is a large skylight that floods that space with a lot of light. This was also very thoughtfully done for the same reason that people that work there, the staff that work there, the volunteers that work there, but also more importantly, the visitors that visit that space would find the space welcoming and a healthy environment to be in.
So I think one of the really special parts about this building is actually what it gives back to the staff. We understand that the staff have very challenging problems that they have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. And so the outdoor terrace space that breaks out from the break room, the abundance of natural light that's in the space, all that is really to sort of help the staff have opportunities to decompress, sort of shake off the challenges of the day, and also just it's for their wellness, it's for their health and their day-to-day experience. And so I think that's a really special part of the building. These types of spaces, this extra light, all of the things that we introduce from a wellness perspective for the staff really helps them serve their clients better at the end of the day.
The building has three prominent entrances. So one is the main entry to the lobby. That's where most of the visitors would come to the space. There is a separate pantry entrance that leads you into the large pantry space. That's a very separate space, given its own identity for the very reason that Justin was talking about. The dignity and respect that they want to give their clients that would be visiting the space. But another entrance also is the volunteer entrance. The volunteer community is key to how Metrocrest functions and operates. The corridor that leads from the volunteer entrance to the interior of the space has this red ribbon element that we call it like an organic ribbon element that essentially just leads you into the space. It is a welcoming feature that we created specifically for that space. It also pulls from the brand colors of Metrocrest, so there's a lot of tie-ins, but there's a large volunteer room past that point, which is where a lot of the buzz and the activity with the volunteers would happen. So a lot of these spaces were done with that in mind. Justin was talking about the scale of the space, the height of the space, the colors used, the simplicity of the materials. So all of this took that into account.